Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. I am Hadi Zafran, a representative from Group Avicenna. Today I will talk about the existence of God. Existence of God is a really popular debate among philosophers. But is it possible to prove that God exists, right? The Western tradition of philosophical in the existence of God had begun with Plato and Aristotle, who made argument that would now be categorized as Cosmological Argument. And the other argument for existence of God is from Saint Anselm, who formulated the first Ontological Argument. To let you guys understand easier, I will tell the difference between both of them. Come.
The cosmological argument appeals the universe itself as well as the concept of causation. It is also known as cause argument. As example, God must exist because who else could have made the universe? Everything has a cause and nothing just happened by itself. A child does not suddenly appear. It must have a cause. So, the argument goes, the universe must have a cause as well. Therefore, God exists. While for ontological argument, it claims that once we understand the idea of God, that we should see that God must exist in reality. For instance, if God is the greatest being in the universe, then he must exist. As if he does not exist, he will not be the greatest being in the universe.
Cosmological argument is an example of inductive argument. Inductive argument tries to build a case of evidence that might persuade us with their conclusion, but they cannot provide a strict proof. For example, the sun will rise tomorrow. It assumes that something that has happened in the past will continue in the future. So even though the conclusion is likely, it is not 100% certain. But by contrast, ontological argument is a deductive argument. Argument for the conclusion for God exists from premises which are opposed to derive from some source other than observations of the world. If we accept the premise of the argument are not true, then we have to accept it's the conclusion. Next, cosmological argument is a posteriori argument. This means the truth will be established after looking evidence from the world around us. As example, simple posteriori argument is there is a life on Mars. We can only find the truth after we have the solid evidence. While for ontological argument is a priori argument. Through priori, the truth can be assessed before the experience. In other words, it is based on understanding and definition of things. For example, all bachelors are married. It's a prior statement. We know it is true without being asked or without. Yes, we know it is true. Finally, cosmological argument claims that statement God exists is a synthetic statement. It means its truth can only be established by looking for evidence. For instance, white bear exists can only be proven by visiting the North Pole or the Zoo. Yeah, as we know, the pole is cold, right? However, the ontological argument's statement claims that the statement God exists in analytic statement. Analytic statement is a statement where the predicate is already included in our definition of the subject. In example, in analytic statement, triangle have 3 sides. Yeah, we know, right? We do not have to verify it by going and finding the triangle. Analytic statement can be verified without the need of external evidence. So, what makes the ontological argument so bold is that it claims that once we understand the mean by the idea of God, we can be certain God is actually exists. So that's all from me for today. My group Avicenna would like to dedicate this video for our presentation to our beloved Dr. Sharifah binti Ismail. So thank you.